Hey guys, NTU Collector here with another figure review, and next up is the Walgreens Exclusive Silver Surfer or Obsidian Surfer or the Fallen one. I want to send a big shout out and thank you to Spooky Barn Toys up in Canada for picking this up for me and sending my way. I really appreciate it. Thank you so much. Link in the video description below to his website for all your action figure needs. But here, Silver Surfer looks amazing. Now, it did go online through Walgreens.com, so I think you guys should probably be getting those orders in pretty soon. I don't believe it's hit stores yet, or not that anybody has seen, but of course I haven't been able to go hunting at all. Anyway, side artwork looks amazing of the Silver Surfer holding Mjolnir right up there. Silver Surfer logo there in the front, Silver Surfer logo up at the top, same artwork on the side. The back actually has that same artwork and he is wielding Mjolnir there. The bio reads, Obsidian Surfer. Silver Surfer journeys from the distant future to combat the colossal threat of King Thanos with the power of Mjolnir. So this is from a very specific storyline where it ties in the Cosmic Ghost Rider as well as the new deluxe Thanos, because we get that King Thanos head that actually comes with it. So that all kind of ties together. I think what we're missing now is maybe a Galactus figure. If you want to throw that in, Hasbro, I think we will take it. So anyway, let's get to it. Let's open him up and get him out of the package. Okay, and here is the Obsidian Surfer, the Fallen one, Silver Surfer, out of the package, and he's all set up on his board. He's got Mjolnir. He's got his power effect on his left fist. So pretty good figure. But I will tell you, I'm a little disappointed that we did not get the open hands, the same ones that we got with the first Walgreens exclusive Silver Surfer that he just fell down. But these open hands, which will work out a little bit better when he's actually like surfing, because it can kind of show him balancing a little bit, I guess. I don't know. Even on the back of the package, though, what they actually show, which would have been really cool, is if you look, he's got one open hand there on the board, but we didn't get those hands. That is a little unfortunate, but still a very cool figure nonetheless. So let's get in for a closer look. We'll take a look at his articulation and all that good stuff. Okay, so we'll take a look at the accessories first. So here we have his surfboard, and again, it just has the one peg, so you could peg on one foot. It is the same surfboard that we got with the previous Silver Surfer, the one that was actually silver. As you could see, there is no difference whatsoever. We just get it now in this black color. So we'll push that off to the side. Out of the package, he actually has two open hands on the figure itself. So he comes with these open hands so he can wield Mjolnir, and then he comes with these fists. So one thing that's weird is the fist is a lot bigger than the open hand. Now, seeing them side by side, I guess, isn't so bad, but like when you look at it in certain ways, you're like, why the hell are the hands so much bigger? And it looks kind of funny looking at the figure when you got one and one, because that fist is just so much larger than the other hand. So it's just one of those things. I mean, I get that they wanted to have open hands so he can, you know, wield Mjolnir. So I guess that makes sense. But these hands just seem really small, especially when you look at like the handle of Mjolnir, how much larger it is. It's a little tricky. I mean, the fingers can move around fairly easy, so you can get Mjolnir into his hand. It's just, you know, one of those things. But here is Mjolnir. This is the comic one, so you can see it says, whosoever holds this hammer, if he be worthy, shall possess the power of Thor. That's what it says. So you can actually see that there. That looks pretty good. I have to double check to see if this is the same Mjolnir that's come with some of the previous comic Thor figures. So I will take a look at that and let you guys know here in a minute. And then he also comes with these purple flame effects. So we've seen these multiple times. They've always been like fire colors. So now we get this nice purple color there. So that is really cool. So now let's get into the figure. Okay, so yes, this is the same Mjolnir that, of course, comes with the 80th anniversary Thor figure, so classic Thor. So here is the Obsidian Surfer, or Fallen One, or Silver Surfer, whatever you want to call him, but he is Norrin Rad, the Silver Surfer, but he is just done in a black color, which looks amazing. There is no paint on this guy except for his eyes and a little bit of black outline of his eyes, and then white for his eyes. That's the only paint on this whole thing, unless you count the figure might actually have some kind of paint layer on top of the plastic. I'm not really sure, but it is a nice metallic like color, which looks really good. But I mean, it doesn't really need any paint, but one thing that I do like is all the hinges are in the same color, so that is definitely a nice touch, including it looks like the neck hinge actually has the same color, whereas on the Silver Surfer figure, that neck hinge actually did not have the silver color that the rest of the figure had. So if you look at this guy, it's hard to tell on video, but having it in hand, or maybe some of the paint rubbed off, but you could clearly see the hinge, and it just doesn't really look good. But here, everything is the same color. So all the hinges on the hands, the elbows, the knees, the feet, the neck, all of that, the shoulders, all the same color, which looks really good. Now, this is, of course, this all new, all different Spider-Man 2099 body mold, or a lot of people refer to it as the Sunfire body mold. Spider-Man 2099 came out first, so that's why he gets the name call there. But the rest of the figure just looks really good. So a nice shine to it as well. So I really like that. Now, looking at the comics, this version of Silver Surfer kind of absorbs some more black matter, which is why he is no longer silver. So that's why he gets the color difference in this form of him. So he kind of waited back. He got Galactus out of there, and then everyone thought he was dead, or Galactus thought he was dead. Thanos eventually killed Galactus, and then Silver Surfer kind of was like lying in wait until he was powerful enough and worthy to wield Mjolnir to be able to attack him. So that is kind of what's going on with this particular version. So now let's zoom out for his articulation. Okay, so Silver Surfer's articulation, he can look all the way down, which is great because his head is on the neck ball and hinge. He can look all the way up, which is fantastic. You get the rotation in there and you get some nice neck pivot going on. Shoulder, he can go up that high there. You just kind of have to work it and be careful with that shoulder. You get a full rotation, of course, which gets tricky when it comes to this particular butterfly joint the way it is, but you can get the full rotation in there, of course. And then the butterfly joint, and get the arm to go back that much, which is really good. And you can get the arm to come forward that much, which is pretty good as well. You have an upper bicep swivel there. You get a solid double jointed elbow right there, just about 90 degrees, maybe a little bit more. Wrists swivel, and they do hinge. And the fist and open holding hands have the same hinge on them. You have an ab crunch, so he can crunch forward that much. He can crunch back that much, which is really good. You get the waist swivel there. Legs go out that far apart, which is fantastic. He can kick forward that high, which is really good. Goes back a little bit. You have an upper thigh cut in there. Double jointed knee like so, which is a really solid double jointed knee. You have a calf swivel there. Foot hinges all the way down. Hinges up a little bit. Ankle pivot, peg holes at the bottom of the feet, of course, so you could use it for the surfboard. So articulation on this figure is fantastic. It is my favorite body mold of the Marvel Legends. And here for our comparisons, we have the two versions of Silver Surfer. This one is still a fantastic release. I still really like that one. No pun intended with fantastic. But this new Silver Surfer is very cool, but I still like the classic look, the all silver for Silver Surfer a bit more. But they do look really good together. Okay, and here we have the Fallen One next to younger Thanos and King Thanos. And spoiler alert, in the comics, I believe it's King Thanos that actually kills Silver Surfer. He stabs him with some kind of sword. I forget the name of the sword, but unfortunately it's not one of the included accessories that came with that deluxe Thanos, which would have been a really nice touch. And of course, here is the Silver Surfer next to the Cosmic Ghost Rider figure, which is all part of the same storyline. Okay, so my final thoughts. It is a very solid release. Now, I know there's a lot of folks, either new collectors or they just missed out before on the Walgreens exclusive Silver Surfer. So it would be nice to get a classic Silver Surfer release again, and I'm sure at some point we will. Maybe in the upcoming Fantastic Four retro wave that's going to be coming out that is rumored for later this year. We shall see. I would imagine that probably. So this is solid that we get this version of Silver Surfer as a Walgreens exclusive again. It's just kind of funny how that ended up working out. But Hasbro did say that they are going the cosmic route for exclusives for 2021. So let the speculation begin on what the next figures will be for Walgreens. It may have something to do with that particular storyline, or may just be cosmic in its entirety, and it could pull from any storyline at any point in the Marvel comics. So we shall see. But you guys let me know down in the comments below your guesses of what the next Walgreens exclusives might be. Let me know what you guys think of this version of Silver Surfer. If you guys liked the video, please do me a favor and hit that thumbs up button. Subscribe if you haven't already done so. And as always, thank you for watching.